live. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for tuning in this time. Everybody that's here, I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watching on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This game was so frustrating, man. Lakers had so many chances to win this game. They just kept blowing it. I mean, you can't go down 11-0 against Denver. I mean, they never were able to get over the hump. That's why I titled it as such, right? And it never felt like the Lakers were going to get over the hump. That's the other problem too, right? They dug themselves a hole, which they've done all season long, literally all season long. The Lakers just keep regularly digging themselves a hole and then have to play catch up the entire game. And Denver did what they always do against us, right? They get a lead. Lakers come back in it. Denver extends the lead. We get back in it. They'd extend the lead. And then eventually we can't overcome it. And there you go. Just costly mistakes. I mean, look, we did about as good of a job against Jokic as we could, right? And don't get me wrong, Denver shot the ball extremely well, but we did really good considering, the lack of size that we have and stuff, and still wasn't enough, right? I mean, we held him, he had 28 points, but again, we were making him work at least, which is what you're looking for. Just missed free throws, costly turnovers, guys missing layups, Rui had a missed layup. Luka had an air ball. I don't know why I get it. Marcus Smart, he's wide open. You got to shoot it right up until that point. He was 3 of 4 from 3-point range. So I get it, but it's just crunch time into the game, and you have Marcus Smart taking 2 straight threes, right? One would have taken the lead, one would have tied it. And it's just you couldn't have gotten, I would have rather Luka or LeBron or Reeves put the ball in their hands and let them go do something. This is just such a frustrating game, man. Lakers, again, they had every chance to win this game, and they just did everything they could to blow it, right? I mean, you're in crunch time, cut it all the way to 1. But like I said, I mean, that's the story of the Lakers against Denver the last few years, right? We're in it and we can't close against them. I mean, look at the last 2 playoff series, right? Lakers were in every single one of those games at the end. Every single one of those games. They had leads in most of those games at the end and just couldn't close, failed to close down the stretch. Failed to execute properly, failed to win the game. And Jokic and Jamal Murray and their guys make the winning plays. Our guys don't. I understand you're on the road. It's Denver, but you just blew such a huge opportunity, right? Especially with Houston losing, right? Houston ends up losing. And then, Timberwolves ended up winning. But you win this game, you're right there. You're right in the thick of it, right? Luckily, Phoenix ended up losing. Otherwise, you're in big trouble. And it's just, it's so frustrating, right? Because it's just this team just tries to find every way to just blow it. Again, you can't be on the road against one of the best teams in basketball, the team that I think is the best team. I think they win the championship this year if they can get healthy. I mean, they probably would have won it last year if they could have been healthy, but they weren't able. They only had 4 healthy guys, right? But again, you can't beat yourself against the good teams. And that's exactly what the Lakers did. The Lakers beat themselves against a good team. And it's just those frustrations, it's just, and now you got another game, right? Lakers will probably beat the Pacers, but again, guys got banged up. LeBron's banged up. It's just, Lakers are blowing every opportunity that is given to them. And, you're not going to have much success that way. And you had a real opportunity to get a full game on Denver and the tiebreaker, right? On top of the Houston Rockets. Now you would have gotten a full game on Houston, which you're playing Houston coming up here soon, right? And that would have been a great opportunity again to overtake them in the standings, and then all of a sudden you look up, you're the 3 seed again. A couple things go your way, but within the next week or two. Now, Lakers are still having to continue to climb that uphill battle, right? It's just, it's frustrating, right? It's frustrating, some of the execution down the stretch, guys just not doing what they're supposed to be doing, really just failed to deliver this game. I mean, we were right where we needed to be, right? We're the best crunch time in basketball. it was a 1-point game with like 2 minutes left or whatever. And you couldn't get over the hump. You just couldn't get the ball in the hoop. And that was the problem, right? Like you just saw every time Lakers would get it close and then Denver would just pull away again. Lakers would get it close. Denver would just pull away again. I mean, it's literally the same script every single time. Every time we play Denver, it's the same script, same story, same everything, right? Lakers, look like, oh, hey, they might do something. And then Denver goes, sit down. You're not doing nothing. And, again, we up until this game, we're undefeated since the Luka trade. Well, that went away really quickly. And it's just, it's frustrating, right? As a fan, it's just, we want to see the Lakers just start to turn the corner. And it's like every opportunity they have to finally turn that corner, they just blow it. Every chance that they have to just kind of right the ship. You're in the home stretch here. You're in the biggest stretch of the season here, right? And it's like you have literally here. I just need you to take it. Just need you to reach out and grab it, and it's yours. And Lakers just go, no, I'm good. We're comfortable where we're at. And it's just like it's ridiculous. Again, now you're 4-12 against teams 600 or better. So again, outside of beating Denver once and Minnesota twice, you can't beat anybody, right? And and you still have several games. Lakers have a tough stretch coming up. Denver has the tougher stretch, which but again, do you trust the Lakers more than you trust Denver? Right? Denver has, I believe, the toughest schedule. The rest of the way, Lakers are like 8th or something like that. But again, it's just like, do you really trust the Lakers to outpace the Denver Nuggets the rest of the way? Lakers do have another game against Denver, right? You win that game, again, you get another full game on them. But at this point, it's just you're digging yourself such a big grave, right? You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, all of a sudden, the Lakers go and, like I said, they're still the 6th seed, right? Because Phoenix luckily lost again. So you still have a 2.5 game lead on Phoenix, right? You're 3 games in the loss column. So Lakers should bare minimum be a 6th seed. And I've maintained, like, I trust the Lakers to at least be the 6th seed, right? But now again, you're a lot, you have a full loss behind Denver. Now Denver's got a game and a half on you. You got Houston, like I said, who just took a L, which is good. But you're still, 2 games back of Houston, or a game, I guess, 2 games in the loss column, or 2 games back of Houston, you're 2 games back of Minnesota, right? And there are teams that are doing what they're supposed to be doing. You're a team that's not. Again, it's like, how many times can we trust the Lakers to do what they need to do? LeBron 7-11 from the floor, 0-2 from 3. His both threes he took were like super short. Took care of the basketball though. 1 turnover, which is good. 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and a block. He was really active on the defensive side, which was good. You need that from LeBron. I thought he was very active on the defensive side. He had a couple lapse moments. He had that one ATO that he just completely missed the guy and just gave up a bucket. But for the most part, I thought he was very active. Marcus Smart, he ended up finishing 3 of 9. Like I said, he was 3 of 4 from 3 before those 2 straight shots, which, again, I get it. He's wide open, take it. But it's just, I would have rather the Lakers, I would have rather put the pressure on the refs, get to the rim, see what you can do in that regard. Can't really knock Smart. He's got it. I mean, he had the look. I mean, obviously I can knock him in the sense of like, you got to knock at least one of those down, which he didn't. But no, I mean, his job is to take the shot. If he's got it, take the shot. But the 4 turnovers, he's got to do a better job to take care of the basketball. You can't be leading the team in turnovers, and you don't even have the usage that some of these other guys have. DeAndre Ayton ended up getting hurt 4 minutes in. He ended up being out with a knee injury. He had that knee issue on his right knee right before All-Star break. So we don't have clarification on exactly what happened. So kind of wait on that. Reeves was better this game. I mean, 6 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3. He missed again that clutch free throw that would have tied the game. I mean, again, it's just the Lakers just kept beating themselves all game. It's just like every chance that they had to just finally get over the hump, they were just like, nah, we're good. All right. Why would we want to do that? And 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 16 points. Luka Doncic, 11 of 24 from the floor, 3 of 10 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Again, can't be missing free throws, right? You make 2 of those free throws, it's a different game late. Again, just these little miscues. 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, which was nice. Only 3 turnovers. So again, him staying in that 2-3 turnover range, 27 points. Jackson Hayes was great. I mean, he was so good this game. 8 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Again, I'm not expecting him to be perfect from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 19 points. Was a +7. Rui Hachimura, 6 of 9, 4 of 5. Rui hit some big shots. I want to give Rui credit, right? Rui hit some big shots, but man, he has some of the biggest blunders, man. And you're just man, it's frustrating. But he shot the ball well this game, which is good because he's really struggled to shoot the ball the last 7 games or so. But he trickled in with 16 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. And he had the job of trying to maintain against Jokic. Luke Kennard did, Luke Kennard things. He's 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 8 points, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. And then Jake LaRavia, man, he just, man, I really hope next year, because I do want to keep him, right? I don't want to get in Ijan. He only played 10 minutes, right? But I hope this offseason, all he does is work on his open 3. Because he is a consistent 3 away from being such a huge piece for this Lakers team. Genuinely. He's literally if he can just find a consistent 3 ball, not even great, just 36%. He'd be such a huge piece off the bench for the Lakers. But anyway, let's get into all these super chat questions, all the regular chat questions, all that stuff. Real quick, if you haven't yet, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me, and let's get into it. Days coming out to $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Look, Smart missed 2 wide open threes is unacceptable. How I really wanted Rui to finish that game. We had momentum. Then LeBron James checked in. LeBron was good. LeBron was good at applying pressure defensively. You need him for his D. He was good defensively this game. I didn't mind them keeping LeBron in. Marcus Smart, just the defensive impact. I was just talking about, I don't like those 2 threes at the end of the game. You got to hit at least one of them, right? You got to knock down at least one for me. Again, like I said, he was open. You got to knock down those shots. But in all honesty, he shouldn't have been the one taking those shots. He shouldn't have been, right? Again, one of those, you were only down, 2 at the time, right? So it's get the ball, work it inside, put the pressure on the refs, right? I'd rather you get to the foul line. Lakers had several opportunities to just get in that game and at least tie it and then see what happens, right? And they just failed to do it every time this game. It was just so frustrating. But appreciate you, Days. Thank you. Waja, coming out the $5 super chat. A big reason they blow it consistently is their energy ain't on par as it used to against teams that aren't 15 seed. Again, you can't start the game against a team like Denver and go down 11. Be down 11-0, be down as much as 13 early on, let them push it to what I think the most was 15, right? You can't, again, Lakers love to play catch up. They love to play from behind, and you can't do that against these good teams. You can't be down double digits the entire game and expect to come back and win, because at some point, Denver and them, they're going to go on a run. At some point, that, yeah, you might be able to get it 2 or 3. You go on a 10-0 run, that's great. But eventually they're going to go on a run. And every time the Lakers got it close, they went on a run. They had that one sequence where we cut it to 3, I think. And then they hit 3 straight threes. And then it's just, again, then we got it to 3 again. And we got it to 4. And then we got it to 5. And every time they did what they needed to do, got it to 1. Jokic took it into his hands, went and got a bucket, right? When you don't show up against the good teams from the beginning, right, you're going to pay. They're going to make you they're going to punish you, especially to that degree, right? Like it's one thing, you get off to a slow start or something like that, but 11-0, 11-0 against, you're on the road against the best team or one of the best teams in basketball, right? Like it's unacceptable. It is. I mean, again, the Lakers do everything they can to beat themselves. They love to beat themselves. It's frustrating. Sorry, can't see that. There we go. The more we know. Coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. What's up, bro? I heard others' lives saying it's disappointing. And to me, it's not really. We know it's automatic L against the best close or blowout teams. I mean, look, to be fair, you're not wrong, right? Like Lakers have been, I mean, every time they play a top team, you expect them to lose, right? Like you can't be 4-11 going into this game against top teams and not have the expectation the Lakers are going to lose this game, right? But it's disappointing because the Lakers were there. They were right there. And it was the same script, same story we see time and time again against the Lakers or against Denver, right? Lakers get right into it. They're right in the thick of it. They're right in the middle. Things are looking good. Lakers are, it's like, okay, maybe we buckle down. We can do this. We might be able to do this thing. And then Denver just goes sit down. You're not going to do this. We let you feel like you were going to, it's like, it's like letting your little brother, you're playing to 11. You let your little brother get to 9 and he thinks like, ooh, like I'm actually going to beat big brother. And then you go like, nah, like, all right, now it's time to really play. And then you just 11-0 sweep them. Right. Like, yeah, it's just, that's what it is. I mean, again, every time we play Denver, it's the same result. Lakers are right there in it close, right there in it late. And the Lakers just cannot get it done. They cannot beat Denver. And it's frustrating, right? I mean, again, they had what, 3 opportunities while it was a 3-point game, right? Before Denver went on that final run to close it out. Again, you can't have that many opportunities and expect to win, right? Like, again, at some point you got to actually do what you're supposed to do, it's frustrating. But Edmund coming on with $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Yo, how have you been, bro? I've been better. No, I'm good. I'm straight. Like life's good. I can't really complain, but it's just, again, like I say it all the time. Like, again, I am a Laker fan, right? So it's tough. It's tough to have these games, the frustrations, and then I come on and do a live stream and I got to try to like, pretend like I'm not fuming inside and ready to like break a chair, right? Like it's tough, but I'm good. I am genuinely, and I hope you as well. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for super chat. Seriously. Prediction: Lakers lose both games in play-in. I don't think the Lakers will be a play. I think the Lakers will be a playoff team. I think they'll bare minimum finish the 6th seed. Lakers have a pretty good cushion against Phoenix. I think that they'll be able to at least maintain that. Phoenix has the tiebreaker, so really it's like 2 games. Lakers still have enough very winnable games to where I think they'll be able to at least keep pace. I've maintained all season that I trust that they'll at least be a playoff team. And then especially once you get to the end of the game, or at the end of the season, like a lot of those games, teams are probably going to pack it in, right? Like you got like the Thunder twice. Thunder are probably, if they have the 1 seed locked up at that point, or even if they're like, if they basically have the 1-2 locked up where they're like, we don't really care. We trust that we can beat Houston or Spurs, right? Like in a playoff setting, you might see them at least one of those games maybe sit. Again, we'll see. Obviously, look, you can't trust this Lakers team, so I can't, there's no guarantees, but I do think the Lakers at least are a playoff team, bare minimum are a playoff team. But appreciate you. Binty, coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Take a timeout at 111, 114 and put Luka Rui in ATO. I mean, he had 2 timeouts left, right? And I mean, I get it's a close game. You're trying to get within it. They got it to 1 after that, right? Like they got it to within 1, right? Like you're on a run, you have momentum, right? Do you really want to stop that momentum? I didn't mind them, trying to keep it going. Like Lakers were right there. Like I said, they just again couldn't hit shots when it mattered. And then you had the 2 Marcus Smart threes, and it's just, again, Luka airballed a shot, right? But we didn't have a challenge, because the Luka tip-in. Right? It's just, again, I didn't mind it. You're in you have momentum run. You don't want to stop the momentum. You have Denver on their toes. Now they get to get set and they get to kind of get a breather for a moment. You kind of wanted that position personally. Let's see. You came in with another $2 chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. 31 free throws, Denver 15, Lakers. JJ did not play Luke fourth. I mean, he played Luke a little bit. He didn't play him a ton. I mean, he basically went with his guys for the most part, right? Like his main 5 guys. Luke Kennard was in there a couple spots, but like not heavily. Again, you were there, right? Like what am I supposed to say? Like, oh man, like you should have put in Luke Kennard instead of who, right? Like, Lakers did the job, right? They got it to 1. Right? Like you're right there. Had it. It was a 3-point game for like half the quarter, right? Like it's just like, I don't know. I don't really blame Jay. Again, like it's not JJ's fault. Marcus Smart bricked 2 straight threes. It's not JJ's Redick's fault that Luka, ended up missing a floater, and didn't even hit the rim. It's not JJ's fault that Reeves missed a free throw. It's not JJ's fault that Rui fumbled the pass, right? Like, it's like, Lakers were right there. You had the momentum, you were running, you're doing what you're supposed to do. And then when the time came to get over the hump, again, they just failed to do so. I mean, the free throws are rough, but yeah, I mean, we were small all game. It's usually how it's going to go, right? Like you're usually going to get in foul trouble, like I didn't think the refs were that bad this game. If I'm being honest, I didn't, again, Lakers are right there. Obviously there's always a couple calls that you can look at and go, oh man, like, they missed that or they missed this or whatever. But you had a couple that way. Like there was that clear out of bounds play on Jake LaRavia, and that led to a Luka 3. So, I mean, that could have been something, right? Like, again, like I didn't think the refs were bad this game. Most of the fouls that they got were fouls. Lakers are fouling. But appreciate you. Miguel coming out the $5 super chat. At least they didn't lay down and die. I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong. Like a positive spin on this is that the Lakers didn't get blown out, right? Like if we're being honest, like the positive spin on this whole thing is that the Lakers actually managed to be in a crunch time game against Denver, right? On the road in Denver, right? Both teams desperate. Both teams know what's at stake, right? So like, I mean, if you want to spin it in a positive manner, like that's drastic improvement because usually the Lakers are losing by 30 to these teams. Especially when they went down bad, right? Like they fought and got back in it. I mean, there's always ways to spin it, but it's just, again, it's disappointing. This loss hurts, but good reps and lesson for playoffs and intensity. Yeah. I mean, this was in many ways a playoff game, right? Like, and you got good looks. Lakers had some nice success in some key areas that, you can kind of build and improve on and stuff. Again, there's always positives and everything, but it's tough, right? Like, because again, this is such an important game. It's such an impactful game. It's just like, come on, man. Like, you couldn't have just squeezed this one out for us, right? It's just, but appreciate you, Michael. Cypher, coming out the $5 super chat. The officiating was so bad for both sides, which is why, like, I don't really blame the officiating, right? Like, I thought it was fine. Like, again, there were bad calls, both sides. There were bad moments either way, right? Like, again, I don't really put this game on the refs. Like I said, the Lakers were right there. Lakers could have won, but they just kept missing shots. I don't know why they had Smart shoot the threes at the end. Yeah, I mean, again, I think it just kind of developed. He was the one that was open, and they just left him wide open. Like, I don't blame Smart for shooting them. Like, you're supposed to. You're wide open, shoot the shot. But, like, you got to give me at least one of them, right? You hit one of them, it's a different game, right? You're right in the thick of it. Like, everything changes. And you couldn't give me one. It's like, it's frustrating. It really is. Like, this was a very frustrating game because this was a game that the Lakers were right there, right in the mix. This was a game that really felt like the Lakers could have won. But just, you got to just brush it off and move on to the next one. Watch it coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I'm on the JJ train. Are y'all on the JJ train? Yeah, I think JJ's a great coach, right? I mean, again, he had some great schemes in this game, right? We had some disadvantages in some areas, and I thought he did fine, right? JJ, I thought the rotation was fine. Like I thought it was fine. Like Lakers were in the thick of it, right? He even kind of used Vando on assignment, but it wasn't really changing anything. Right? Like I thought JJ was fine. I personally like JJ. I think he's a good coach. It's just again, like I said, at the end of the day, the players are the ones that play the games. It's up to the players it's up. Like again, JJ isn't responsible for, Marcus Smart bricking 2 straight threes or Rui fumbling the ball or Austin Reeves missing a free throw, right? Like all these little things stack up. All these little things come back to bite you. And guess what? They did, so again, I can't blame JJ for that. Miguel coming on $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Pacers game will give us a heart attack. I know it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of worried. Like, is like LeBron gonna play? I'm worried that like a couple guys are gonna play, and Lakers are gonna end up like that. Feels like a trap game, right? Like Lakers had the momentum in this game, right? Like if Lakers beat Denver, I think they run through the Pacers. Like I think they just like blow out the Pacers because I think they'd be on a high and they'd have the momentum and they'd have that swing. My concern is that the Lakers go, they're going back home, so they got to fly from Denver to LA. And my concern is that they lay a dud in that Pacers game. I am. I'm worried that that's a trap game. I hope not. I really do. I hope it's not, but I worry. Cosman coming out to us a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. They were right there. I hate losses like this 1,000%. Because again, it's the same loss to the Nuggets every time. And the Nuggets have actually struggled to close out games this season, right? And Lakers have been the best team to close out games this season. And until you play Denver, right? And again, it's frustrating. But again, there's some good signs there. There's some good things there, right? Lakers didn't get blown out when they easily could have. There were several moments where it looked like, okay, this is where things get out of hand. This is where things start to get crazy and we lose by 30. Lakers fought hard. They were in it. But again, you can't give a team like Denver a 15-point lead and expect to win the game. Can't give a team like Denver, such a significant advantage and expect to win games. But anyway, thank you so much for super chats, everyone. Let's get into the regular chat until some super chats trickle in. NBA trivia. Can you name every NBA MVP to ever play for the Lakers? I mean, you got like Shaq, Kobe, Kareem, Magic. Dwight won an MVP, right? Nash, Malone, LeBron. I'm trying to think of who else. Jerry West, right? Will Chamberlain. I'm sure I'm missing some. Like to ever play for the Lakers, there's been guys that like have played for the Lakers like sparingly, or like at the end of their careers. Yeah, what is that? What did I name? 10. So go with that. I'm sure I'm missing a couple. But yeah. Anyway, great question. This one's frustrating, man. Of course, Austin missed the free throw to tie it. Yeah. And I don't understand shooting the 3. I know we're down by 3, but go for 2. This team sucks at 3s. They were shooting the 3 ball well tonight. They shot up until that point. I think they were at like 40% from 3-point range. They actually shot the ball. What did they finish at? They finished at 42% from 3. So they shot the ball well this game, but I didn't mind the shots, but it's just you couldn't have gotten a better look or gotten it to Marcus Smart has hit a couple of those this game or this season, right? He's hit a couple big shots that kind of, do that. So again, it's just frustrating. It just had to be against Denver, right? It's just like, go on, man. Yes. Thank you so much, Buck. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Pack it in. Yeah. It's so frustrating. Also, LeBron James is good. We win with him. Yeah, he finished the game, so I'm sure he's fine. Probably just a little stainer. Looked like he came down on his elbow. Um, dude, this team is so bad. This team should be ashamed, man. Just horrible. I love the Lakers. I do. I'm a do or die fan, but I've never wanted a season over more than 2022, and that's saying something. Yeah, I mean, look, I've said I either want the Lakers just to kind of get ran through in the playoffs or win the championship. Part of me just wants to get to the offseason also. I would love for the Lakers to win the championship. Don't get me wrong. My biggest concern is that, like, depending on the matchups, they end up being, we get like a 6-3 matchup against, like, Minnesota or something like that. Lakers end up beating Minnesota and then, end up beating whatever, San Antonio. And then everyone's like, oh, Lakers are about to do this thing, and then they just get ran through by Denver. Right? Like that's my concern, right? And then it's that hope just to have it smashed again. I don't even think we have a puncher's chance, to be honest. I mean, I think definitely Lakers have a puncher's chance, but like again, Lakers were right in the middle of this. Like if Lakers would have just got ran through and blown out, I probably would feel a different way, right? Like at least they were competitive on the road against what I think is the best team in basketball. If they can get healthy, win the championship. But like again, Lakers have a puncher's chance. It's just it doesn't feel that way sometimes. And yes, go check out my NBA channel. Thank you so much, Blanca. I don't understand why JJ took Rui out of the game after the steal from with Austin's game and a 2-point game. Because I mean, who else are you supposed to take out, right? Like Marcus Smart, his defense and his just timely veteran plays are too impactful. You're not taking out Austin Reeves, you're not taking out Luka, and you're not taking out LeBron James. Do you go small and take out Jackson Hayes? Like again, I think Rui was the right call. I know he was hitting shots, but like you either take out Hayes or you take out Rui. Right now, you could have made the argument for Hayes, but they were having struggles with Hayes, and that game was close enough to where you might have been able to get an action with Hayes, which is what I wanted them to do. Like I didn't mind because it's like you could have made that argument with anybody. You take out Hayes, now it's like why did you take out Hayes? You take out Smart, it's like whoa, Marcus Smart could have made the defensive play, right? It's like Rui's not going to give you the defense that Marcus Smart is going to give you, and up until that point, Marcus Smart was 3 of 4 from 3. So Marcus Smart was hitting shots and is the better defensive player, right? So again, you take out, like, who are you going to take out? JJ made the right call. You take out Rui Hachimura, right? Because again, Marcus Smart's going to give you the better defense, and at that point, he only missed 1 3 the whole game. You don't know that he's going to miss 2 straight threes. Rui could have missed those threes, right? Like I mean, Rui started off hot and then missed a couple just clunkers. So again, I think he made the right call personally. Well, I mean, hey, at least we have the offseason to be excited. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm very excited for this offseason. I think there's going to be a lot going on, a lot to talk about, all of that. But it's disappointing. I don't know how you blame JJ for this loss. Like, I would love to hear an explanation for that. I mean, again, like, what else was he supposed to do? What else was he supposed to get done? Again, it's not his fault. These guys miss free throws and can't hit shots. Again, JJ had a good defensive scheme, had a good plan. I know we want to just blame and pick somebody to blame. It wasn't JJ. Like, out of all the games, this was probably one of the better coached games by JJ. JJ was really good at, like, sticking with guys, keeping things involved, had a good strategy going in, changed up the strategy a couple times to keep Denver on their toes. What does Jamal Murray have against the Lakers? He always plays like skills out. Yeah, his numbers against the Lakers are like ridiculous compared to other teams. Let's see. Like I said, Jake is inconsistent, and Rui should have traded them ASAP. I mean, again, Jake LaRavia, 23 years old, first real season. I mean, again, I know we always want to trade our young guys, but then we complain that we don't develop young guys. Jake LaRavia has been good this year. He just, again, is inconsistent shooting the 3 ball, right? Like, I don't think you should have traded Jake at all. Rui Hachimura, there definitely was that argument for, but again, it's got to be a trade that actually makes sense because again, you're trying to build a real contender this offseason, and if you go just turn Rui into what are you going to turn him into? I'm sure if there was something that made sense, the Lakers probably would have taken it, just like you saw with the Luke Kennard trade. So, yeah. Dodgers, please hurry up and come back. I mean, they're already in spring training, right? I need opening day to hurry up so I can enjoy sports again. I swear Rob better cook this offseason. If he doesn't, I'm going to lose it like never before. I think the Lakers will. I think the Lakers will get a guy or two. They'll get a couple guys. Just will it be enough to lead us to the promised land? But Trump coming out $2, which I thank you so much. Just happy it wasn't a blowout. No, I mean, you're not wrong. Again, like it if anything, I mean, you can make the argument that's a huge improvement because usually the Lakers just get ran through in these kind of games. And, luckily the Lakers didn't. Luckily the Lakers actually were in the thick of it and were able to win this. Or not win this, but have a shot to win this. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, if we're going to look at the positive, it's like, hey, Lakers are right there. If you don't, gift the Nuggets an 11-point lead to start the game, and be down 11-0 with like 2 minutes into the game, you probably win this game, right? Like, I mean, you do win this game, right? So it's just, again, hopefully it's corrections. You play Denver in a week, something like that. So here we go. I counted 9 missed layups. Sounds about right. I didn't actually keep track of how many, but that sounds about right. I mean, I know you had LeBron missed like 1 or 2, Rui missed 1, Luka missed 1, Hayes missed like a point blank one. I know that there were a couple for sure. Man, we lost because we have no defense. Thank you, Rob, for just only getting one trade. Again, their plan is in the offseason. It's frustrating. But, I mean, if Lakers build a true perennial contender, then, again, fans have short-term memories, right? Like, all of a sudden, we're the best team in basketball or one of the best teams in a real contender, and it's like, hang on a minute, we might actually be able to do this. All of it will, like, people won't remember it. This year will just be another blip on the grand scheme. Jokic had a terrible game and still a loss. What a surprise. I mean, I don't know if I'd say a terrible game. I mean, he had a 28-point damn near triple-double? What do you have? He was 10 of 15 from the floor, so he shot 67% from the floor, 8 of 8 from the foul line. Yeah, he grabbed 12 rebounds, 13 assists, and 28 points. I mean, the 9 turnovers, which was getting part of the Lakers defense, which credit them. I don't know if I'd call that if that's a terrible game from Jokic, man. Like, I mean, he is the best player in basketball. Go Lakers. I was at the game live in Colorado. Tough loss. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, at least it was a good game. At least you didn't have to sit through a blowout, right? Like, but I like the matchup. Luka plays out of his mind. Keep up good content. I'll take the split. I went to the game in January. Nice. Yeah, I mean, look, we got them again coming up, right? You beat them again. Now you got the tiebreaker. Now you get a full game on them. Start rattling off some wins. You got to beat the Pacers tomorrow. You have to. Our role players are the worst in the NBA on most nights. You're not wrong. We got a lot of just inconsistency in role players. JJ got out coached tonight. Simple as that. I could not disagree more. I thought JJ's game plan and schemes was one of the big reasons we were in the game. Man, we this one was in our hands, Tyler. Get Jake off the floor, please. And need to make layups. Yeah, we definitely need to make layups, 1,000%. 4 missed layups in the third. Yeah. Can't be missing layups. Bench Smart in the clutch. He's hit a lot of clutch shots though this year. Like he has. I know like this game, it's frustrating. It's like, dude, come on. But I mean, he hit one the other night, right? Like a huge 3 the other night. Right? Like he's had his games this season, right? He's had some huge moments this season. But again, it's just I would have liked a better shot, right? Or, again, like run an action to get, Luka or Reeves or, somebody. No, Thero. I wouldn't have mind if they just kind of threw him out there. I mean, this game was so crucial, so important. I didn't mind it. Again, like I'm big on playing Thero, but again, like this game, Lakers clearly wanted to win. I mean, they didn't start the game that way, but the defense scheme, stuff like that, trapping Jokic. I thought they had. You could tell the Lakers wanted to win this game. Marcus got to chill. Now we have Luke Reeves and LeBron, and you take 2 straight threes. I mean, he was open, but yeah, I would have liked kind of rework it, or problem is they didn't close out either. They were willing to live with that, and he just didn't make them pay, which is another frustrating part. But Trout coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Stop making excuses for Jake. Also, this one's on him. I mean, again, how can a guy? It's not excuses. It's the facts, right? Facts are facts. Right? He struggles shooting the ball, but he's a 23 years old. He played 10 minutes. Right? Like, we didn't lose this game on Jake LaRavia's 10 minutes of action. I assure you. Right? Like, again, his inconsistencies are frustrating. I get it on the offensive side. He's one of our best rebounders. He's one of our best defensive players. Right? We didn't lose this game because Jake LaRavia played 10 minutes. We didn't. Right? Like, again, Jake LaRavia wasn't in the game when we cut it to 3, when we cut it to 1, when we were right there in the mix of it. Jake LaRavia playing, a minute in the third quarter and then didn't see the game the rest of the game. Can't go back and be like, oh, well, it's Jake LaRavia's fault we lost the game. Again, he's a 23-year-old kid that this is his first real role, right? Like, would we blame Adu Thero if he, laid a dud this game? No, we'd be like, oh, he's a rookie, right? Like, rookies happen. I understand LaRavia isn't a rookie, but as far as the role that he's playing and the consistency he's playing, right? Like, he might as well be. Like, this is his first real stint, and we can't always be like, oh, the young guys are trash, get rid of them. And then at the same time go like, hey, we need to develop youth, right? Like, so what is it? Do we want to develop youth and let these guys have because guess what? You let Adu Thero play this game, he's probably going to have some duds, probably going to have a couple bad moments. You let Bronny, you let any of these guys. It's part of dealing with the youth. Why do you think guys like JJ and Steve Kerr and a lot of these coaches, why do you think they don't like to play the youthful guys? Why do you think they don't like to play the inexperienced guys? Because they're going to make mistakes, right? Did Jake LaRavia make some mistakes? Missing shots? Sure. Right? The inconsistencies on offense? Sure. Right? If you want to blame him for that, sure. But we didn't lose the game because Jake LaRavia couldn't, only hit one shot all game, right? And he only played 10 minutes, right? We lost this game because the guys that do matter, that are important, didn't close and didn't do what they were supposed to do, right? I get we want to just blame one person, right? But it's not an excuse, it's a fact, right? Like, so Jake LaRavia doesn't play those 10 minutes. You really think we win that game? Right? Like, no. Again, Jake LaRavia didn't even play when it mattered. Like, the entire fourth quarter and the end, JJ just stopped playing him because he was struggling shooting the ball, right? So, again, I disagree. It's not an excuse. It's the truth, right? It's not excuses. It's truths are truths. But I appreciate you nonetheless, whether we agree or not. Let's see. However, last year they blew out the Nuggets when Bron and Luka played. Yeah. Like I said, Lakers are now 3-1 since the Luka trade. Let's see. Why did JJ take Rui out? Because again, who are you supposed to take out? Are you taking out Jackson Hayes and going small? Jackson Hayes was killing them all game, right? And you kind of could use his size down there on the inside. Are you taking out Marcus Smart? Like I said, up until that point, Marcus Smart was 3 of 4 from 3-point range, right? Like, and he's your best defensive player, right? So he's the guy chasing around trying to get stops, right? Like, again, you took out Rui because it's like, who else are you taking out? You're not taking out Luka, LeBron, or Austin Reeves in that stretch, right? So you literally have Marcus Smart or Hayes. Again, JJ doesn't know that Marcus Smart is going to dump truck 2 threes. Rui might have dump truck both of those threes. We don't know that, right? And then everyone would have said, why did you take out Marcus Smart? It's easy in hindsight, but like in the moment, that was the right call. You take out Rui to put in LeBron. Marcus Smart is the better defensive player, better at making the margin plays that help you win games. And at that point was as good of a 3-point shooter that night. This team sucks. I don't care if we lose. We were close because the Nuggets missed 3 key rotation players in Gordon, Watson, and Johnson. We are not on the top tier level. I mean, we're definitely haven't proven that we're on a top tier level, but you know, keep in mind, right? Like, you know, yes, guys are missing, but as we've seen with some of these Laker games, right? When guys are missing, other guys step up, right? So you don't know what any of those guys would have come. Like, it's easy to go like, oh man, Lakers would have lost by 30 if those 3 guys play. Like if it was Jokic, sure, right? Like, but again, you're talking about 3 role guys that other role guys stepped up. Like Christian Brown, it hasn't been, I mean, most Nuggets fans want to get rid of him, right? Because he's been so bad and inconsistent. 6-12 from the floor, right? Like, again, you had Zeke Naji, 50% from the floor. Strothers, right? 6-10 from the floor, right? Like, does he do that if you have all your healthy guys? Tim Hardaway Jr. couldn't miss to save his life. Does he have that explosion if those guys are playing? Does he have those games, those moments? I mean, even Bruce Brown was 2 or 3 from 3-point range. Right? Like, again, it's easy to go like, oh man, if they had these players, they would have won. But the game plan would have been, everything would have been different, right? Like, what happens if, Peyton Watson is just laying dud that night and he's just not, and he just can't hit a shot to save his life? Maybe the game's different. Maybe the Lakers win the game, right? Like, what if Aaron Gordon has a bad game, right? Maybe the Lakers win that game, right? Like, again, it changes everything. The energy hasn't looked at all on par I mean, again, against the best teams, Lakers just, they're not coming out to start games well. And that's the problem. Why is Marcus Smart taking the 2 biggest shots of the game? I mean, because he's wide open. He's hitting them in the past. I mean, you got to give me at least one of those. I would have preferred him not to have to take those. But, again, he's wide open. It's like JJ should have kept Rui in the game for the last 2 minutes. He had the hot hand. He missed 2 out of 3 shots before that. He missed a corner 3. He missed a mid-range, and then he hit that one mid-range where he was like attacking the basket and then stopped and then hit that mid-range. So, I mean, again, Marcus Smart was 3 or 4 from 3-point range going into that, right? Like, and he's the better defensive player. I don't really blame him for that. Again, it's always easy in hindsight to look back, but again, up until that point, right? He was 3 or 4 from 3-point range. And then Rui, when he got taken out, was 4 or 5, right? But both guys had only missed 1 3, right? Like, and again, Marcus Smart is the better defensive player, right? So do you take out Jackson Hayes? Because you got to keep in mind, if you put Rui in the game, now you're slower defensively, and now Rui's going to have to defend out on the perimeter, right? Now Rui's going to have to defend like a Jamal Murray or something like that, right? Like, I didn't mind the call, right? Like, again, the same thing might have happened, right? Like, I didn't mind the call. He was hot to start the game, but then, like I said, he kind of cooled off. He missed a couple shots, missed a wide open 3. We didn't have Kleba. No, we didn't have Kleba this game. And then Ayton ended up going down. Dude, I know this game sucked. I will meet the Wolves again in the first round, which I'm okay with. I actually think the Lakers beat the Wolves this year. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it, but I do. I like the matchup better than last year, where I was one of the few people that was like screaming, I don't want to play the Wolves. And everyone told me I was an idiot. And guess what? We got ran through. I wanted to play the Warriors last year. LeBron's too old to carry. Smart not making the impact I hope he would. I mean, literally the last 5 games, we've talked about is how good Marcus Smart has been and how he's hitting shots and making big plays and saving the lane. I mean, even just the last game, right? Like, we were all talking about Marcus Smart was the MVP and all that stuff. I disagree, right? Like, he's not going to be perfect every game, right? Like, but I mean, we've won a lot of games because of Marcus Smart and Jackson Hayes, right? Like, I don't think after one game we can go, again, it's that pendulum swing, right? Like, Marcus Smart gets a big steal, makes a big play. Oh my God, he's the greatest player ever. And then he has a bad game. He didn't even have a bad game. He had a good game. He just missed the 2 shots at the end, right? Like, other than that, I mean, again, if he hits those shots, he's the hero. If he misses, we're all overreacting saying, he's a bum, right? Like, I disagree. DA not making anywhere close to the impact I hoped he would. A whole team is handicapped defensively. DeAndre Ayton, yeah, he just hasn't been a good fit with the Lakers, right? He's an offensive center that just doesn't get the offensive looks. Lakers choked. I mean, I don't know. Please, offseason, hurry up and come quickly. I'm so ready for the season to be over. Once again, I'd rather have gotten blown out than have these stupid fake comebacks and get my hopes. So I feel that, I mean, as far as like, hopefulness for the future, right? I would prefer them not to get blown out, but yeah, I mean, when you have games like this, it's like, ugh, can we just take the L? Let's see. The ref really got me frustrated, and dude, I can't, man. Why is Jake airballing threes and missing wide open corner threes? People smoked layups. We had so much opportunity, man. But Marcus, man, again, this was a collective effort, right? Like, again, like I mentioned, like Jake LaRavia, don't get me wrong, he's got to hit shots. He's got to find some level of consistency. It's frustrating when he doesn't, right? It's frustrating when he's not hitting shots. But again, he played 10 minutes, right? Like, and he wasn't anywhere near the game when when we had it, when we were right there. Guys just didn't do what they were supposed to do, Let's see. I already answered this a couple times. JJ is incapable of making adjustments. I disagree. I mean, there were several adjustments made in this game. And again, great defensive schemes, right? Great game planning, right? Like Lakers were in the thick of it. They just didn't hit shots at the beginning and gave Denver a 15-point cushion. Otherwise, Lakers probably beat them pretty convincingly. I disagree. JJ made several adjustments. I thought that this was, in my opinion, one of JJ's better like game plan games. Why is Smart taking those threes and not Kennard? I mean, Kennard wasn't in the game. And again, it wasn't like it wasn't like a play design. He just was the one that was wide open and they passed it to him. Let's see. It's consistent. They lose against decent teams above 500. Yeah, I mean, you're 4-12 against teams 400 or better. JJ is getting out coached in these games versus good teams. I don't know how you look at this game and criticize JJ. I thought that this was one of the better coach. I thought JJ was great this game. I thought they had a great game plan. They just, again, didn't hit shots early on, and now you're playing catch up the whole game. I thought JJ's rotation was clean. I thought he tried a couple things and when it didn't work, went away from it. Thought he made some key timeouts. Right? Like I think this is one of the better games. I mean, I don't know. Again, I get the frustration. I get the Lakers lost to Denver in a tight game, but again, like what was JJ supposed to do? Right? Like, again, he's not responsible for Rui, missing shots and fumbling the ball out of bounds, and he's not responsible for Austin Reeves missing a clutch free throw. He's not responsible for, Luka missing clutch threes. He's not responsible for Marcus Smart missing 2 straight clutch threes. Again, like, what is he supposed to do? A coach only has so much control. A coach can only do so much, right? Like, if they would have came out and got ran through it and just, their game plan sucked on. No, I mean, they were there. They're right in the thick of it. JJ kept making adjustments to get us back in the game, rode the hot hands, right? And disappointing because they can't beat good teams. Agreed. They haven't been able to do it. Luka's energy has looked completely shot since February. He's actually been shooting the ball better and playing better since February. His defense has actually been better too. Let's see. LeBron cost us. I don't know how you blame LeBron for this game. I'm so concerned they don't look how they used to post deadline. Is the biggest worry here. I mean, yeah, Lakers historically usually are much better post deadline, right? They usually make the runs. They usually get into the, like every year they are better in the second half than in the first half. But I will say, okay, so like to put a positive spin on it, the last, basically since the bubble, Lakers have been one of the best teams against 500 teams or better. And they've been one of the best, post deadline, post all-star break teams in the league every year. Like literally, like every year you can clock them in for an excellent second half of the season and beating all the good teams and losing to the bad. This year it's the opposite. But the Lakers the last few years have also gotten ran through in the first round of the playoffs or, in the conference finals with Denver, right? So I don't know, maybe this is the year, as frustrating as it is, maybe the Lakers turn it around. Like I said, a little optimism. I wouldn't get my hopes up, but Jake, Luka, Kennard, and Reeves should never be in the game at the same time. I mean, like Luka, Kennard, and Reeves minutes are, I think they're like a +5 in sample size. I don't know what it is with Jake on the court, to be honest. I mean, true, but we've lost to almost every good team, so it's not too frustrating or anything. I know, yeah. It's sad when it almost becomes expected, I miss when we were contenders again. Man, I miss it so much. At least my Dodgers are good and the Rams look decent. Rams just pulled off a trade, right? And they just get who they get? They got from the Chiefs, blanking on his name. It's crazy that out of all the major LA teams, Lakers are the least compared to Dodgers, Rams. I mean, Clippers are the least compared, but yeah. But yes, it would be nice to see Rams, Dodgers, and Lakers all being good again. Like Ayton magically got hurt after 4 minutes. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. They didn't give us any details or context on it. Just ruled them out. This game reminds me of the Clippers game we had a while back where we couldn't get over the hump. Yeah, that was if I'm not mistaken, that was the 2023 season. That was when we went to the conference finals, right? When we played, if we would have beaten the Clippers, we would have been the 5 seed, but we ended up losing to the Clippers, and or was it the 6 seed, something like that? And we ended up losing to the Clippers, and then we ultimately ended up falling into the play-in. Yeah, it's actually a good comparison. Lakers trash, Ayton so trash, bro. I mean, only played 4 minutes this game, but he hasn't been great this year. Even last year, they look like contenders against contenders. Yeah, but like I said, maybe that's the difference this year, right? Maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's the thing that'll change this season. If we pay LeBron and AR this offseason, then pack it up for next year too. I don't think they're going to pay this, and it also depends on how much they pay him. I don't know. There's a lot of different possibilities. It also depends on how. Like, what if LeBron takes, the exception, right? Like, you're not going to get anybody better than LeBron for the exception, and then you could still go get a center. Like, you could still go use your 40 to 60 million in cap space, or 50 to 60 million in cap space, right? Like, it just depends. It depends on what it is. LeBron should have stayed out the final minutes if he was hurt. I'm not gonna lie, there was a part of me because Lakers were on a run when LeBron went out, and they were getting stops, and I think they had it 3, right? Like, I was kind of like, maybe you should just leave it, right? Just let LeBron get some rest. We got a game tomorrow. Just leave it. But I mean, it's LeBron. Like, you're not gonna not put him in if he's good to go, right? But I kind of wanted hey, let's just see how this goes until the next dead ball, right? Like, at least, But Luka, I'm already expecting Luka to get suspended. The problem is that even after he gets suspended, he'll keep getting suspended if he keeps doing it. So, If Luke Kennard's going to be the underutilized this much, I'm predicting he's walking unless they shoot him a big contract. Thing is like Luke Kennard is like right around what he usually gets. He's actually gotten more usage than he has in a long time. Lakers have actually utilized him much better than most teams. Usually teams just use him as a catch and shoot 3-point shooter. I mean, the commentators were even talking about how good, how Luke Kennard's been the best he's been since being with the Lakers, right? Like his defense has been better. His playmaking's been better. His usage has been better. When LeBron came back in after he got hurt, I would have just kept him on the bench. Rui was playing it. Yeah, I was actually just saying the same thing, right? Like at least I would have given it a minute to see, because there was still like 3 minutes left, 3.5 minutes left at that point, something like that. And you had momentum. You were on a run. I would have let that kind of marinate. Again, can't really fault JJ for putting LeBron in the game, right? It's like, especially with 3 minutes left. Because if JJ didn't do it, then what everyone would have said. Like, why didn't you get LeBron back in the game, right? Like, why the Lakers shoot threes at the crunch time should have been attacking the rim and get fouls. Come on. I agree. I mean, Lakers were shooting, I think, 44% at that point for those missed threes. Let's see. Why isn't Luke or Rui on the floor when they needed a three? The thing was, they didn't need a three at that point, right? That's part of the frustration, is that they didn't need a three. It was a 3-point game. At one point, it was a 1-point game. Then it was a 3-point game. Then it was like, if anything, you stopped shooting the threes. Denver was missing players too, yes. Just taking up space on the bench in the second. He got hurt. That's why he didn't come back. Find something to me real quick. Let's do a couple more, and then I'm gonna skate on out of here because we got another game tomorrow. So, apparently Ayton apparently got injured in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, he got a knee injury. He's lying. I don't care. Release date. I mean, I don't know why he'd lie about that. And if anyone's going to lie, it'd be the Lakers. It'd be their excuse not to play him. Jackson plays with so much energy, man. I love it. Yeah, which is why, again, like I keep saying, you need a margin center. You need somebody that's like that, just better suited as a starter. What happened to Ayton? He suffered a knee injury. Let's see. The NBA is rigged against Luka. Media hasn't ever hit anyone like they hit Luka. Do you know who LeBron James is? I mean, LeBron James is the most criticized player ever, right? Like, and not just that, like, you want to talk about a whistle. LeBron can't get a whistle to save his life, man. Actually wasn't Luka Bricks, but okay. They consistently lose to themselves, not just against Denver, bro. They blew their lead, but got it back against the tanking Pels. Yeah, I mean, Lakers love to beat themselves. They love to try to make things challenging, right? They do. They love it. They love to make things challenging. Bro, Lakers got robbed of so many points. Yeah, I mean, they beat themselves. They missed too many free throws, some layups in the third quarter. Yeah, they, again, beat themselves. You know, you don't do what you're supposed to do. That's what's the end result. One team executed and did what they were supposed to do. The other team didn't. Sick of this. Luka doesn't play defense because Luka was actually good defensively this game. He was actually active this game defensively. It's actually one of his better defense games. Trade Luka and AR and build around Gabe Vincent, right? Let's get Gabe back from Atlanta. AR missed a free throw to tie the game, and Smart with 2 wide open threes and bricked everyone. Yep. I don't know why we thought Ayton was going to be different, because so here's the thing, right? One, we didn't know that the Lakers weren't going to actually utilize him. Like our playmakers were just again, everyone knew what Ayton was. I did entire breakdowns on what Ayton was, right? And I said he might naturally be the third option just because Luka likes to find him and identify him. None of that's happened, right? Like our defense was supposed to be better this year. It wasn't, right? You got to remember, Lakers are coming off the number one defense in basketball the last third of the season, right? So it was like, oh, now we got Marcus Smart and LaRavia and these other defense pieces. The Lakers just haven't been able to live up to that defensive standard, right? So Ayton, like a lot of what we expected Ayton to do this season was pertained on or was tied to, Luka, our playmakers, as well as, kind of like the defensive schemes and stuff like that. None of that has happened. Like I've said, like Ayton, don't get me wrong, Ayton has had his struggles. He has not been good. I've criticized Ayton on several fronts, but it's not all Ayton, right? Like everyone wants to just blame Ayton and just be like, he's trash. Like, again, we don't have the defensive wings. We don't I can't be a 20-point a game scorer if you only give me 3 or 4 attempts. DeAndre Ayton went 6 of 6 the other night and still didn't give you 20, right? Because again, he can't, right? Like, I mean, he's had multiple of those games. He's like leading the league or has been back and forth and leading the league in field goal percentage, right? Like, but it's, again, I can't give you 20 points a night if I don't get the basketball, right? Like, I can't be a defensive anchor when, I'm constantly put in defensive disadvantages, right? Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic and Rui Hachimura and all these guys are just getting blown by every possession. And now I'm on a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 situation. How am I supposed to be this defense stopper? How am I supposed to be this great defense player, right? Rebounds, right? Again, he's usually out. We do the same thing with Jackson Hayes, right? He's usually out on the perimeter, defending on the perimeter. How do I grab 10 to 15 rebounds a night when I'm not around the rim, right? And teams pack the paint because we can't shoot, right? So now teams pack the paint. So now I got to fight through 5, 6, 7 guys. It's not all 8, right? Don't get me wrong. He's not been perfect. His energy, stuff like that has been frustrating, but it's not all like everyone wants to blame Ayton for being terrible, right? Like, again, our playmaker, he can't do everything by himself, right? Like, again, it's not his fault that nobody else can defend, right? When was he at his best? In Phoenix. You had a playmaker that always looked for him on the offense side, and Chris Paul. You had you had multiple 3-and-D wings, right? So all he had to do was focus on the interior. All he had to do was focus on being that defensive anchor, which he did. Number 3 defense on a finals run, right? And then he was able to dominate on the inside and get rebounds and be a 18-10 guy, or what was he, 18-12? Because that's literally all he had to do, right? Like that was the idea this season, was that, man, Luka's going to really feast. Those two in the 2-man game is going to be ridiculous. You can run some pick and pop action, run some pick and roll action, and it hasn't been any of that, right? Luka doesn't want that. He wants that lob threat, and Ayton's not that. That's why Jackson Hayes has been so much better. Austin Reeves has actually been better with Ayton than Luka has. So, again, Luke Kennard, I love this man. Yeah, he's been so good for the Lakers team this year. All right, let me do a couple more. No matter who the Lakers get, the longer they keep Rob, they're going to keep going through this. Well, not my team. I mean, I think Rob, if you're expecting him to be gone, you're going to be disappointed. They might hire a new GM, though. Lakers gave up way too many easy baskets. Defense just standing watch. It's been a problem this year, right? A lot of back doors. Keep LaRavia for one more year and see where he's at. Yeah, again, he's 23 years old, right? Let's give him time, right? Like, again, I don't like, even in my breakdown videos, I didn't say he was going to be, 20. I said he's probably going to have inconsistencies offensively, but his defense, his rebounding, his hustles. Let me do. He shot 42% last year. He put on a Lakers jersey. Yeah, but on small volume and a small sample size, right? Like, there's a lot of guys that, again, this isn't a case of like, oh, he got to the Lakers and just forgot how to shoot, right? Like, this is something where it's something he needed to work on regardless, right? Like, big difference when you're averaging, like I said, it's the role he's playing this year. He's playing the biggest role he's ever played, right? Like, Yeah, we'll go through it real quick, and then I will end up, and then I'll just end the stream here. So you look at his comparables, right? Last year, he, whoops, darn it. Hang on, give me a second. Okay, there we go. So last year, he played 66 games total between Memphis and Sacramento. He averaged 20.4 minutes per game between Memphis and Sacramento. Again, talking two teams that are terrible, that aren't expected. Like, again, the role he's playing, the pressure, all of those things. Right? He, on the season, between both places, shot on 5.1 field goal attempts, shot 47.5%. On 2.2 3-point attempts, he shot 42.3%. This year for the Lakers, 61 games played. He's also the only Lakers that's played in every game. 26 minutes per game. So he's averaging, 6 more minutes per game. 7 field goal attempts. So he's averaging 2 more field goal attempts, and that's coming from 3-point range. And he's shooting 33% from 3-point range. Right? This is a guy that's a career 36% guy on 2.9 attempts. So his 3-point percentage, his usage rate has gone up, all of it. Right? EFG of 54.5%, where between the two teams last year was 56.4%. So he's around the same EFG as he was in a bigger, more expanded role. Free throw percentage has improved on 2 attempts. So he literally doubled his attempts and is shooting 75.4% compared to last year where he shot 70%. He's grabbing 4 rebounds this year, where in comparables he grabbed, I lost my spot, 4 at 3.9, so basically same area. Is actually rebounding went down against Sacramento. He's 2.8. Assists, he's averaging 1.9 compared to 2.4 between two places, because he actually averaged more assists with Memphis than he did with Sacramento. Steals, he's averaging 1.3 steals, which is the most of his career. The closest he came as far as steals go was 0.9 last year, was the most before that. He's averaging half a block, which again is the most of his career, and 9.1 points, which is the second most of his career. Where on his second year in the league, 2023-2024, he averaged 8.7 attempts, and then shot 34% for 3-point range on 3.5 attempts. So again, he's has higher usage, more field goal attempts, all of that, playing a bigger, more impactful role, and he's on a team that actually matters and has pressure. So anyway, I'm just getting out of here. We got another game tomorrow, so I got to make some videos, get some things going and all that. So we'll see. Here we go. Hopefully we don't end up having a trap game. Honestly, I really hope we don't. But anyway, as always, on your way out, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. Everyone that gave me super chats, thank you so much. Seriously, I really appreciate that. Helps me out a ton. And I will see you guys tomorrow